Now I can click the mic button and go, hello! I've just flashbanged myself with my light because it doesn't... Well, it used to be. The monitor it was plugged into was always on. So it always remembered the setting. But because this monitor turns itself off, it doesn't remember the setting. And therefore flashbangs me every time I turn it on.
Oh, ohayou gozaimasu.
Anyway, hello, welcome to the stream. It is I, Mad Cat.
Are you in the relevant voice channel?
Not yet, no. I will go hop over there just in case Carol does wish to join. Hello, Jez. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Hope it's all okay. Banana is here. So, yes. Nothing too much exciting on my end. Trying to think anything major, apart from lots of DIY over the past few days.
Yeah.
Lots of heavy lifting. Gone to work for a bit of relaxation.
What are we doing this weekend?
Sleeping. We've got the barbecue this weekend.
There we go. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, we've got a barbecue to go to this weekend. So chances are it is going to tip it down.
That's alright. I've got a big umbrella for that.
Oh, God. Well, I was planning we could cycle out to it, actually.
Oh, God.
It's alright. It's an easy enough cycle. All good. Finally got my overdue pay from your job. Woohoo!
Took them long enough.
Took them, yeah. Words out my mouth. Definitely took them long enough, but good that you got it. Right, anyway. Brain. Let's dive into game. Yeah, game is showing. Awesome. Do. Right, what were we doing? I know Carol mentioned previously they were looking at changing the coal. I was going to see how we're doing on the oil. Let's see if we can upgrade and get that going. Only had to threaten legal, but I mean, it's amazing what happens when you do that, though. Suddenly people go, oh, I must do something. They threaten legal, and they have a case that could win. Can we take coal out of the equation is my next question. So all our coal is currently here. That generator has no fuel. What has happened here?
Shenanigans.
All these generators are not running. Okay.
Definite shenanigans.
Okay, they're going up and down with terms of usage. But if the coal's not doing anything, then let's reduce the demand on the power. Okay, so that absolutely nuked it. Good to know. So let's see if I can't fix it with some oil. First, let's just get rid of all of this. Because I may have just unplugged the batteries. I did. It was just the batteries that I unplugged. Your phone beeped. In other news, going back to London in November to see the Metal Gear in concert. Ooh.
See, that
I will
sounds
admit
cool.
I have been chuckling at Donna's recent advertising ventures. Yeah, the royal flush. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna run out of power again. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, that's... Okay, yeah, I get that. That's producing to there. It's a wonderful game again where I'm just running around going, what the hell was I doing? Zoop. It is a full 10, that's okay. Okay, so we're going to need... What do these consume? 30... It's idle. Why are you idle? What's making you... Oh... That's not... That wasn't connected. Is that connected? That's looking better. That's... Yay! Things are moving. Woo! That will start filling up there nicely. Right. Things work wonders when you connect them. I also get a feeling I may have left a lot of resources at the other place, but never mind. Right, so that's going to be doing good. That's going to now start producing more ooze. I need to paint black to match up with the rest. What I now need to do is sort out What are you doing? I might need to increase. Hello. Can I pick them up? Nope, I am full. Awesome. Right. So if I put another one of them... Oh wait, no I can't because I'm missing steel pipes. Gosh darn it, triangle. Let's... make everything look the same around here. Way,
Bless you.
oh, we were trying to take these somewhere. Where were you going? I know. But I'm going to assume you were going over there. Oh, fudge. We're going to run into an issue of not being able to put them over water, I guess. I don't know. No, I can do that. Ah, sugar honey iced tea. I should do. I don't think I can get these to line up, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. Wrong button. Right. Okay, that's going. So, I needed pipe. That's why I was going this way. I knew I was doing stuff for a reason. My god, ADHD is hilarious. It's like, I need to do this. Ooh, look, a pigeon. Right, can I... let's put some of that in there. Let's put some of that in there. Put two lots of that in there, actually. Let's put some of that in there. That makes sense. Right, okay. Ah, well, I might need to make a ramp. That would help. Although do get the feeling it's probably quicker running, but hey ho. Do. I was coming for these things. Yes. There's none in there. No, that's not good. That's making stators. Right, okay. Let's slow that down a minute. Because we're starting to very slowly back up on this. So I'm not too worried. Oh, because it's going straight through and around. So yeah, it's good enough to go all the way around. So I want to get more of these pipes. How do I make them? Not here is the answer. Right, okay. Ooh, can make another power shard. Why not? Hey, old Seba, welcome on in. Need steel ingots. That is iron ore and coal, which we don't have tremendous amounts of. Well, I say we don't have tremendous amounts of. We should now start getting a lot more of it because I've directed some of the coal out here. Oh Christ, we've got 4 lanes of it piling into here. Let's have a look and see what these lanes are doing. So that's the one that's making the ingots. But the iron ore is slow. Okay. So if I can get more iron ore going in, because the other one's going up and out there, which is... Why did I do such a convoluted thing? Hey baby, why did I do such a convoluted thing?
Because past you was smart and future you hasn't had enough orange juice yet.
Citation needed. Right, so that's coming into here, pouring into here. What are you making? You are making more ingots, okay. Which you're then getting pressed, right, stored, no, sent straight into here. And you're making steel beams, right, got you.
See, told you, past you was smart.
Well, why Why does it keep idling? Wait. That's too slow. That should allow it to... Of course, now it's running out of coal. So... let's go back down, take a look at... Is that now feeding enough in? Five, 6, 3, 3, 3. No, it isn't. It keeps running out. Okay. It needs more. It was only the other day that I discovered if you select an item and press E, you can basically change the upgrade of it. So I can go from class 1 to class 2 and so on and so forth. Right, okay. That is some iron ore production. Oops. Jet juice. Completely out of jet juice. That's not good. I've got to use my legs like a normal scrub. Right, okay. Has that fixed this? Right, no, it's made this one slightly worse. Let's go for that. Oops. Wait, no, I need to be down there. I'm going to take that iron ore from there for a second. I'm going to run over here and go, oh, you're full. Okay. Well, on the plus side, I've sorted out the iron ore problem. Yep. What are you making? You're making steel beams. Not good, not good. What's... You're going up there. Let's find out. Okay. Fudge. Badoom tish. Saber. Badoom tish. Oh, wait. Pipes. Aha. Aha. Right, okay. So they're coming out, they're going around there. So I can actually...
Nice, Saber.
Speed this up. I know. Shock and horror. So, if I... Wait. Why is it going into two places? Where are you going? What are you making? Hang on. Let's... So the plan with that was I anticipated high-end production and I wanted somewhere to put all the... to store all the pipes, but it's no point doing that because I might as well put that at the end of the process. So now it can just run, cut out the weird loop. It's going to go up there. I keep forgetting I don't have a jetpack. No, wait. You're going down there. Why are you what? You go out there, through there, down here. I have no clue where my stuff is going. Whereas the other one goes through the wall? Question mark? Alright, that's... Wait. So you're the one that delivers... Right, okay, you're the one that goes that way. And you work your way all the way around. I now need to figure out why this one is going down. Because it's making Charon's explosives. That is the answer. It is making Charon's explosives. Is this full yet? There, that's full. That's full. Okay, let's save a bit of power. Let's turn that off. Although saying that, I know that the moment that I do that, Charon's going to log in and be like, my explosives! I need to go use them. That's not going to run out of resources anytime soon. That is going to be quite happily churning these out. That's good. What's it doing at 100? Need a conveyor of 120, which is what it's got. But that doesn't need a conveyor of that speed. And again, this is one where it's zigzagging through crates and it doesn't really need to, it just needs to go. But saying that, that crate is backing up. Which to me says I can make more pipes out of that. Okay. All this because I want to build more bloody oil. I don't have any jetpack. refinery stuff. Stop giggling, you. You get used to having a jetpack, and then all of a sudden cheers. You run out of bloody jetpack fuel, and then you leap off a thing, and then I can't fly.
Well, if anyone feels like clipping that, feel free. Jump out of my jetpack fuel. You didn't say fudge, but I felt like it was worth it.
I should be able to build out in a space. Exploit the problem. Yes. No jetpack go juice to do the fly. Exactly. And I've run out of inventory space. I figured I'd do that. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let's put you in there. I was like, why do I have all this bloody copper wires? Because I dismantled 6 billion pylons. Of course, it's why I've got all this copper wire. Oh. My brain's like, is it only Tuesday? Why is it only Tuesday? Why is it not Friday already? Oh. Wishing the week away, only to get towards the end of the week and go, oh God, we're getting close to Christmas. Someone said they didn't work today. They were like, oh yeah, it's amazing how close we're getting to Christmas. And I'm like, shut up, we've not had Halloween yet. Once we have had Halloween, then and only then will I allow people to start the idea of thinking about it. I mean, you can do what the hell you want with it, love. You know.
I mean, I happen to agree, so...
No, Crimbone 2 have had Spooktober, yeah. It was like going into, what's it, the works?
Mm-hmm.
And they've got all their Christmas stuff out for the Christmas crafters, and I'm like, really? Really?
Well, no, with craft stuff I kind of understand, because if you're the kind of person who makes about like 20, 30 fucking Christmas cards, hand makes each Christmas card, you've got to have your materials early in order to make said cards and then post them and all that
Okay.
shit. So with craft materials, I sort of can forgive it a little.
I have a counter to that.
Okay, go on.
It's called buy in December for the next year. Because get this, Christmas tends to have a certain theme: red, white, green if you want to be slightly more traditional, snow, robins,
Deers, polar bears, penguins. So, but then also, yeah, you can
barbecues if you're Australian.
KFC if you're Japanese. So yeah, you can buy one year for the next year, but then they don't release the same stuff every year.
Exactly. So your cards will be different each year. It's not like Christmas has a theme. It's not like this year's Christmas theme is mechs. Next year's Christmas theme will be magical girls.
Is this how we get you into it? We make Christmas theme mechs?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just thought I'd ask, just for clarification, you know.
Just for clarification, I'm not religious, so I don't see the point in celebrating some dead dude's birthday.
It's not even his birthday.
Shh. That's a whole other argument. My dear. That's a whole different thing. I completely agree that yes, it's not really anything important, but the whole reasoning behind it that we are taught as kids is that it's some dead dude's birthday. Because we know that lambs and stuff like that come out in December. Which is to say, if you want to go out and celebrate your own Christmas, knock yourself out. I do not give two hoots what you do. Just don't shove it in my face. I will admit, so one thing I did like about my current place is last year, when December started rolling up, they said to people, who wants to do a Secret Santa? And I was like, I have no interest in that. I don't celebrate Christmas. And they're like, okay, that's fine. And then they carried on. It was like the most normal thing to turn around to them and say, no, I'm sorry, I don't celebrate. And they're like, that's fine. And off they went. There was no questions like, what do you mean you don't celebrate? How can you not celebrate? It was just, to them, it was normal. Okay, you don't celebrate. Right. Next. And I was like, to me, that was fantastic, because then it allowed people who do celebrate it, who do enjoy it, to go out and enjoy it. They could have their fun and all that jazz, and those of us that didn't, they were like, okay, cool. You do you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it was one of the best Christmases I've had since I've been down here, just because it was... Everyone got on with their thing. And if you didn't want to get on with it, well, okay, that's fine. And I think because of that, I was more relaxed with everything. Once I'm going to go out and start, singing Yuletide, but... Right. Okay, I get the feeling. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I'm thinking... Yes, I'm thinking. It does hurt. If I split, so we've got 1, 2. I'm going into those. If I do that as another split, mix it into that. I can see what I can do here. I've seen what I can do. Right, okay. Let's work on the dead ones first, because I don't need to worry about, losing anything. Like, production-wise. Woo! Hello!
Bless you.
Right, okay. That's the easy part done. Because my brain is saying, I'll take the ladder then. My brain's saying, mirror that over there, so you have 2 merging in, and then I have 1 split going off to 2 there, going off to 2 there, but also going into the middle one, and I just need to up the production of this. And to do so, I'm just going to unplug everything, and this is where it gets a bit tricky, because I'm going to be ripping the power out of this place. And we shall see what happens. So, hold please, whilst I do something that could potentially screw everything over. Boo! Low power. I mean, no, but it's what I'm expecting. Wait. Let's build this bit up here first, and let's... if I... Yeah, I could do it that way, couldn't I? That would make more sense. Come on. Blip. Blip. Because if I go from that to that, that to that, I can then put that in the middle, that in the middle, that in the middle. I then run that to that. Don't know why it put one in the middle there. That was very confusing. Did I click and accidentally add that? I don't know. Right, okay. We put that there. We go... Ah, right, okay, that's too close. Mmm. Fish cake. Oh, sorry. Do you want to explain why you were handing me a piece of fudge then?
Every time he fudges up, or fucks up. But unfortunately, we've now run out of fudge, so... It was supposed to be whenever he said fudge that I would hand him a piece of fudge.
I want to push that out more, but it won't let me. And I'd add one of these, but it's adding height, which I don't want to be doing. Oh wait, pipeline support, that's what I want. So I can stick a pipeline support there. Go from there to there. Go from there to there. Dismantle pipeline support. Put that in. Go from there to there. And that is all three of them plumbed in. We then go down. Really? That's... Hang on, let's build the extractor first. Because then I can figure out where the hell I need to take the pipe. I feel like that could be a bit better. Darn, I'm out of speedy uppy gems. Well, that's fine. We shall see how she goes. So why is that saying nothing in there? That's showing. Good. I don't know if it's just because I haven't plugged these in and turned them on yet. Could be. Oh yeah, I always sneeze loud, Zebra. We're not bother pumping it this way. I don't think there's one through. Right, no, don't want that. I want that. To go there. Right, what is this making? That is going to make plastics, awesome. So that can join. I suppose I could merge it there. To join up on there, so if I take it, oh no, that's going through, don't want to do that. If I take it so it comes out that way, it goes along here. We then go from there over. Ooh, that goes into there just fine. Then let's replan this one. So we're going to come from there. From that, go all the way to there. Can you go two up? Wait, no, you don't want to go two up because you've got to get over that. Foolish fool! Full of a tuck. Go there. Close enough. Close enough. Right. Then it's just a case of need to figure out why the crude oil's not going in. Which I do not know. Well, I did put these the right way around, didn't I? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Suddenly had this random thought that I put it in the wrong way around, which would explain why nothing's happening. There we go. And then we should see these start up. Which then means I need 50 rubber. Well, that's easy enough to get because it's just over here. Let's get rid of these pesky things here. So, draw one, mark one. Ooh. I want to have a look at this. I appreciate it's just like a glorified pylon, but I can only hold 3? Well, that seems a bit of a jip. Or is that some kind of weird high voltage line it's talking about there? It might be that. So if I do that, does it link the two? I don't get... Oh. So I think I link my low power pylons there. Yes, I can pull the 4 off there, or I can link pylons into this, or I can only link 3. But I think they have a lot more range. I have no idea. I have never built one of these before, so... Oh yeah, look at that. That can go straight across there, no issue. So instead of having this spider web bouncing up and down, all I have to do instead is hook the power in over here. So they give me a lot longer line. Oh, I wonder if I can zip line on that. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. But then, if I... No. I'm going to run out of juice. Today on Satisfactory, Mad Cat learns how power works. Wire is too long. Where can I get it to then? Oh, I could get it there. Harvey's like, do I get it up there? But no. We'll go for the length. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm liking that. Let's just... clear out that a second. We don't need that mess. What I do want to do is try and build something underneath here because it looks floaty. I mean, it's because it is. It's literally floating. I should be able to put that down. Yeah, I should be able to put that down there. Right, okay. Let's dismantle a second. Come on, give me the aim. Give me the aim. There we go. It just goes to show how far I can chuck these things. It goes further than my gun can aim. Or a tool. Hang on, let's... So, if I take that to there, that then is sending power all the way across, where that is zigzagging. I forgot I can... This comes straight to here, and then I can, it feels like a waste putting a pile on. You okay there? Just wanted to check it. I wasn't quite sure. But then I can go low power. This is the big one. I unplug this and we see what breaks. Nothing's broken. And I can speed up that conveyor there by bringing it straight over, but... that line. Alright, what we're looking at. Maximum consumption. Well, sorry, consumption about 982. Production is still fairly low. That's because I haven't built another one of these yet. Oh, I can actually build two. Well, if I had the space, I could build two. The way it was just like, no, you can't build it there. Surface is uneven, and then it's just like, you know what? Fuck it, go ahead, build it. Ooh, actually, saying that, however, do I have half foundations? For when you need things to sort of fit. So. Now I just need to figure out how I'm getting the juice. I'm thinking... I know, it's dangerous. But if I put a split in here... Oh, fudge, I didn't realise that was going to clip. No worries, no worries, no worries. Do that, do that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And then rebuild. We're probably going to want a bit of a pump. What the hell? Game? Seriously, what? Yep, no, I'm not going crazy. That is making that pipe bend in very awkward ways. Let's try here. No, it's a hypertube entrance. Not a power line. Oh dear. I'm using up now more fuel than I'm getting in. Can I build one of you? I can. Well, hot diggy do. Let's do that. But what the fuck? Who put that stupid pipe in the way? Right, okay. Nope. Oh, need to make more oil. You're full. You're full. You're full. You're full. You're full. And you're full. Oh, I don't think of that. That's the issue. Fuck. Ah, this will be the issue. Okay. Let's conveyor mark 2. Conveyor mark 2. Conveyor mark 2. Okay, so that's got production back up and running. Good, sort of given degree. That was my leg. You're running out of that. You are barely producing anything. See, I don't really know what I can use the plastic or the rubber for just yet. Saying that, can I just tell it to produce the fuel? So if I tell it to produce fuel, it creates byproduct, which I could then use to make other stuff. But I'm not too asked about byproduct. feel like I need to increase the production of these more to get the extra bits going at the back. I don't need to worry about this, I don't think. Let's take that out. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not. It gets about a third low, I'd say, but then it picks itself back up. It's not getting to a point where it's completely unable to shift everything. These pipes are full. I could potentially add some more of these just to create more mess, but then it's what to do with it. So I'm going to increase the speed of this one because I can. I want all that byproduct, the heavy oil residue. Oh, that's backing up now. Joy, so that one's full. Woo! Oh wait, yeah, of course, because it's going nowhere at the moment. Give me another one of them. I'll do as a temporary solution to keep things moving. Because I need to move this lot over to the base and figure out what's happening with that. I have no idea what's happening with the generators winding up and winding down, but let's leave that area because it's loud. It was evil Dr. Pipesman in the living room. Right, let's get rid of that because that doesn't need to sit there doing that anymore. That coal can end up going somewhere, probably. In fact, more than likely, it's going to run along here and join this lot, unless I start making plasticky stuff out that way. That is an option. Because I generally have no idea what's going to happen with all of these. However, I am thinking we can make more of a direct route back to base. I've not completely lost the plot, I just want to get this lot moved. I didn't need that ankle anyway. I've selected something I probably don't want to. Let's see if I can undo that. Thank you. Because part of me is like, why not just make it a direct ramp? Yes, I know what time it is, thank you. That, you know, heads in the right direction to start with. I know, shock and horror. Was an escape. Thank you. I'm just thinking here, trying to make this look a bit more fancy. Wait, is that what I've already done? It is. Yeah, close enough. Ooh. Maybe I could do it like that instead. No. Okay. Right, so. Oh, no, I don't want that. I need to be going that way. That's why I wish there was more curved options in this. I just don't like how it overlaps, but can't really do much about it. Okay, dokie. Right, so. Could you do me a favour, my love? Could you go to the door? Door. Still don't like it. I want it to be going like straight here. Like literally that way. But then if I do zoop out to there. Oh, just medication time for medication folks. Can I do this as one, maybe 1-2 turns at most? Because part of me in the back of my head, I'm thinking this would be great for setting up some of the automation stuff, like you can do trucks and things like that. But I want it to be easy for them to get, well, to get around the place. And the more turns and stuff that I have in, I feel the more chances there is of something going wrong. Wrong button. So instead of my idea of it coming out around here, we will see what I can do. Now, part of me is thinking of maybe having a distribution hub around here. It's like a test of it all. Ooh, let's go check the doggo of the lake for the importance. Hello, doggos. You have rifle ammo, thank you. Haven't got a rifle yet, but always nice to have. Alright, yeah, cheers, thanks for that. Oh, you got rifle ammo. Well, we know which one's going to be the first against the wall when the revolution comes. Right. Sort that a second. Let me let's put some let's put some pipes in there. The lake doggo revolution is nigh. Devour the oppressive humans, making us work. I mean, I'm not making them work. It'd be nice if they did. Right. Okay, so I just need more mortars. Then I can make the rifle. I mean, that sounds funny. So all I need for that is just more mortars. Like these motors. Oh, is that one, that one, that one. Oh wait, no. I need rubber and smokeless powder. I think Carol's been making smokeless powder. Has Carol been making some? No! I think that's what Carol needed the coal for. Was that over here? That's black powder. How does one smokeless? Game, you got me confused. What, where? How do I make smokeless powder? If it's been researched, surely I can... Okay, I need black powder and heavy oil residue, which I don't have much of, to be honest. Also because I'm using a lot of that for making fuel. Okay. Fine. I can get some... Right, let's put these mortars in here because they're going to be useful. .200 rubber, not a problem. It's the smokeless powder that's going to be the difficult one. But I think I can make that. Well, I'm sure I can. I just need to get the containers for it. I'm curious, can I stay on this and skip to the next one? Will it let me do that? Oh yeah, baby! Woohoo! Oh, Karen's gonna love this. Right, okay, you... It's all over the show on that one. But what I'm thinking is we've got... Right, let's turn that from doing that. I want you to start making that. I'm gonna take that. So that all that goes into there. Then this is where we need the smart splitter. We don't have access to that yet. If I put you there... Wait, no. I need a splitter. Okay, actually, let's go back to this. Go to recipe. Fudged it. What I don't want it to be doing is put in... it's going to happen anyway. Never mind, it's gonna be doing what I don't want it to do.
There's no fudge left.
What?
You said you fudged it and there's no fudge left.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I suppose chocolate will have to do.
Stuff's going in. No, it isn't. Yes, but it should be. What the hell? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, this can only make fuel. Okay. Yeah, keep making fuel. Just, don't. Oh, alright, I can get rid of all this nonsense then. Now, I need that over here. I'm missing 10 rubber, 10 plastic. Really? I'm missing 10 rubber and 10 plastic, you say? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. There we go. That should solve that problem. Right. Right, what I want you to do is make that. You're going to need empty canisters, which you can have them to start with. Is this gonna look pretty? Is it bollocks? But will it get the job done? Is it bollocks? Nope, nope. I want it over here. Okay. Mm.
Was that a good chocolate?
I need more oil residue. Ah, that would explain why I'm not getting any more of them. Right, yes, start making, because then that starts moving. Because the more I make, the more the demand is. The more the demand is, the more should come through. He's absolutely chock-a-block of crude oil. This is why I like having Chiron around. They're good with this brain stuff. Because I'm getting no flow whatsoever up there. Well, the minimal amount there, not so much there. So well, that's flowing better. At least into there. But you're not doing anything. Why not? Why? What am I not? That's heavy oil residue floating in there, but not. What am I not doing right? has got power. Oh, we've just got the tiniest bit going in. Oh, I hate fluid. But that now sounds like it's doing something. That's got a lot more going through it. That's producing a lot more now. Okay, it's just pipes. I'm just going to blame pipes because I have no idea where I was going wrong with it, but... Is that going to bite me in the ass? Absolutely, because I can see that turning around and being like, oh, by the way, you now have no fuel going to your fuel refinery. But again, part of me is looking at this and saying, do I just redo this pipe work, get rid of these storage tanks which aren't really getting any storage put in them, stop the wibbly wobbly timey wimey and just go straight for a distribution network? Would make more sense. These things are turning on and off, so they're not getting enough fuel. Oh shit. Getting split between 3 is not helping there. Technically split between 4. Okay. Oh, alright, I need to try and figure out what I'm doing with that fuel. I could put another oil refinery in, which just makes fuel. Because that's one of these. And I tell it to make fuel with a byproduct that I can just dispose of. I can just send the byproduct straight over to base to be disposed. But that would make fuel direct, and I could pull it from a new, fresh source and plumb it into this. Might be an idea to do because I'm bottlenecked and everything. Right, let's do that. I need 15 motors. Alright, let's go get some motors. Nailed it. said it was clipping, it's not clipping at all. Right, okay, we're not gonna go too far flung and fancy. I'm thinking just get one of these on the ground. I can... There we go. Right, so that's going to come out. I want to just go straight into that. You are going to be making me fuel straight off the bat. Saying that I probably want to have a look at these pipes. Let's see where they're best to be. Right, let's get rid of the fucking kooky. That in line? That's in line. Nice. Okay, so that's then going to want to join up. What I'm thinking, it's dangerous, I know, is if I do that as... Damn it, can't go straight. Okay, we're noodling. Although thinking about it, if I put that in there, I can pump direct from here into there. Alright, okay, this is going to be all over the show. But that is how I roll. Oh, wait, I'm going to need to... I need to account for the fact that I'm going to need conveyors from them things. wrong button. Hmm. Right, okay. Next up is conveyance. We need to convey out. Nope. Come on, game. Why are you going off, Akashi? too long. I call bullshit. Okay. Okay, so a creature is in the way. Really? Let me fix that a second. Yeah, you changed your tune pretty quick, didn't you? Creatures in the way. See, the problem is I can't stand here and do it because then I'm in the way. Wait, I can crouch. Haha. Oh. Right, so my plan, and that's where I started building this, was to give me something to go back on. Oh, God. ADHD. Because I was going to take those straight over here, so I'm going to have to change where all that goes, but not a problem. That can be done, and they can run down the side of this. Oh, okay, I got this. I mean, I could run it down the middle, and then you have cars going either side, or would that be too weird? That might be too weird. We'll check. Can I? Ah, no, I can't. Right, I was going to see if I could have hypertubes, like, go into it and do it. I could dismantle it, I guess, and change it to a hypertube. hang on, let's build that a second. Let's dismantle that. We're going to test. We go to 7. Yeah. So I can change out what's there. It's a bit of a faff, but I can do that. But we're going to go... Four high, maybe make it 5 high, just in case I need it. Where I find out that I've made them too far apart. Well, that makes that a bit of a pooper, doesn't it? Can we go lower? God, well, we could. Or I can start the turn. Or make that higher. I could make that higher, I guess. At the minute, my priority is getting the conveyors over rather than these power lines. Hello, pigeon.
Pigeon? Oh! You didn't tell me you had a penguin friend.
Well, I mean, he's not my friend, but...
I mean, he's hanging out with you.
He's hanging out. It's one of those things where I'm like, I wish I could just build all 4 at once. Go on. I'm hoping I'll be able to avoid... Well, it will streamline the coal, that much I know, because it's going to go a lot more of a direct route between the bases. Rather than that rather circuitous one there. Am I out of... I will be now, so let's go get some more plate. After this, quick word from our sponsors. Doggo 1 gives me electromagnetic control rod. Interesting. Doggo 2 gives me crystal oscillators, and Doggo 3 gives me stators. You tried, Doggo 3, you tried. Why is that not doing anything again? Piss. Why is everything stopped? Because you're out of copper ingots. How the f are you out of copper ingots? You've no power. What? Then what's that connected to? You're connected to nothing. Oh, right. Okay. Huh. Ta-da! Suddenly we start mining again. I'm going to have to run around the base at some point and just do power from this place to this place to this place to this place and run the power. I'm probably better running it to the batteries and getting rid of all the rest of the power. It will shut the base down, but then I can get rid of all the spider web of cables we've got and then do one by one, go through it and be like, right, that needs power, that needs power, that needs power. Which, considering I was looking at taking these this pylon down here to allow for the cables to be clear, you know, that seems like a fairly good plan. Okay. So I could go straight with that. Does make the most sense. I get there? No, it's just out of reach. Do it from there, because then I know where I've got to go. You to there, you to there, you. Where is it that I'm aiming for precisely? Hoping that I can reach. Ooh, I think it's probably a case of it's just in range. I know it's gonna clip a bit, but the other one, it's gonna be going. Ah, I'm at bloody materials. Suppose I left any in there. No, did I leave any in there? It's just bog standard iron plate, no worries. Run around here, go that, and that. Thank you very much. Look, buddy, I need that space. You're in it, so, he learned. fun part comes. I've got to drop the coal, which is the top item, down, or I swap the coal to the bottom one. And I can run it straight into there. I might look at doing that actually. That would make more sense. Don't run, you'll only die tired. Do you want to be an astronaut? Not missed.
Just another day of my fiance harassing the local wildlife.
I'm doing it a favour. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Why aren't you dead? Come back here. I probably should be more careful about where I'm throwing these things, but you know. Got it.
This species
mean-
now joins the lengthy list of creatures that have suffered at the hands of humans.
It doesn't look like you got him. He's still upright. Sort of. He might be straddling a conveyor belt, but he's still upright.
I take it you didn't see Ada's comment. This species now joins the lengthy list of creatures that have suffered at the hands of humans.
No, I didn't see that.
Hey, J-Station, sorry, I was miles away, did not notice you pop in. How are you doing?
I didn't notice either.
Is that no face? I mean, I think I've kind of removed the face from him, but
No.
he was in the way of progress, and sometimes you have to take drastic measures when it comes to progress. Right, okay. So that has got to be the bottom one. Oh, I love making things more difficult for myself. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't get rid of that one just yet. I've got to think what I'm doing. Right, okay. So... Good. He's not conscious, but he's upright. I believe that's Amazon's Factory Health and Safety Policy 101. I mean, absolutely. You know, if you look like you could still do work, then obviously you can still do work. Put you to there. You to there. It doesn't matter that that's clipping, because now I can get rid of that. Now I can go to that. Uh-oh. And the belt is too long. Oh, wrong button. What belt is that? That is a conveyor Mark II. Right, okay. Look, another creature that can suffer at my hands, maybe later.
Oh dear.
But how are you doing this evening anyway, J-Station? Hope all is treating you well. What am I missing? Reinforced iron plate. Oh well, I can fix that. He says, thinking, can I fix that? Possibly.
Hopefully.
Just one thing I do like about this game is the ability to upgrade. You've already placed the belt in place, just pick the one you want to upgrade it to and off you go. And the fact you get your materials back, so, you know, I can pull up this belt over here and be obtaining the materials. Oh, the coal's still there, that's fine. Being faceless and unalived isn't the handicap it used to be. Oh, true. I'm just disappointed I didn't get anything off them. You know, we did all that killing and didn't even get a single carcass, research material. Okay, now all I have to do is wait for that coal to run out. And then I can delete that and join the coal on there, and we should, in theory, he says, have a minimal disruption to the coal supply.
Define minimal.
Yeah, there'll be a small gap. Because that's the end of that line there. But I can see... Well, I think I can see it snaking its way through the trees there. Yep, there it is. So the coal's just coming there, and the coal is ending there. So yeah, that's not too much of a gap. I'm kind of impressed with how that turned out, to be honest. You know, me being me, I'm kind of like, wow, that actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would do. Right. Can go back and dismantle this lot now. I wonder how this guy likes explosives. Hey, catch. Uh-oh. Try that one again. You're not supposed to fall off the... How am I supposed to test the explosives if you yeet yourself to oblivion? I just can't get the enemies these days. Okay, so what am I going to do with all this stuff? That is the next big question. Because I'm running... You just flew through that. Ah. Here I am trying to make a realistic looking alien factory and got aliens flying through everything. Right, so let's... I mean, they do say in space no one can hear you scream, so it makes for great health and safety practices. If no one hears you screaming, then no one knows it's gone wrong.
I mean,
Hang on, right, so
It's
that
not
one,
wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4. Spare. And yes, I did just pull up the conveyor belt because I didn't like the look of the king. Oh, that looks awful. That sharp turn. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Do I have to do this? No. But do I want to make it look pretty? Yes. That looks better. Right, so I know definitely want those two. Because they're going to my pot of research gubbins. Which is down there. Is it worth running it across and then down? I don't think it is. I think I'm better off just taking them down straight here. If a tree falls in space, does anyone hear it scream?
I'm not sure that's how space works.
Oddly enough, I did chop a tree down early in this game, and I swore I heard something in it, and I was just like, that didn't sound normal. You know, it generally made me think, did I just somehow manage to kill a creature in a tree? I don't think you can do things like that, but Yeah, it made a squeak. Made a noise as if thousands of voices just, called out in terror and then were suddenly silenced. What?
You've seen Avatar, right?
No. Wait, hang on.
The blue aliens Avatar.
Blue Aliens Avatar? No.
Oh, okay.
No. I thought if you meant like the cartoon series, yes. No. Blue Aliens, no.
No, blue aliens. Chat if you know, you know.
I was, referencing more the mightiness that is the great Grand Moff Tarkin. For all of his flaws, he did actually reduce unemployment in Alderaan to 0.
Including the trees.
It's just the morning alarm clock.
Wee-wah, wee-wah. People have to expose you to Avatar one day, dear.
Right, can I make it all the way down to there? Ooh, might be able to actually. Okay, so what I plan to do is I need to merge. So you need to come down to here. So I can put a merger in. That's a splitter, that's a merger. You let me put it at the end? You will let me put it at the end. Do I want it to go that way? Yeah. Because then I can do that. Oh. In here, I can put some of that because I don't need to worry too much about that. I can put some of that. Let's split that in half. And, actually, no, I can get rid of all of them. I don't need to give a hoot about that. I'll split that, put some of them in. Let's just put those 5 in there. Yeah, 2 Mark 1s into the Mark II keeps that flow moving. Still got a bit of space left on them, but that's absolutely fine. Goes into this, which we can just chuck any old RAM stuff in there, which then goes into this, and we have one coupon. One singular coupon. Let's chuck some DNA in there. Nope, we're still off on the DNA. Awesome. I don't have any coupons on me. No. I don't even know what my next thing is going to be. Maybe get that, finish off the foundation set, I guess. Getting the barriers will be handy for when I get the road network set up, because it should stop the AI from, you know, driving itself to death. Well, you get 5 inhalers. I was going to say, that seems a bit steep. 1 for 1. They're a peaceful planet. They don't have any weapons. Well, that was their first mistake. I mean, true. If you're going to be a easy pushover for a galactic empire, don't be surprised when they come and knocking with giant lasers of death. Oh yeah, that's fine. You're just running as normal. You've no power, but that's fine. Oh, you don't act as a bloody pylon. That's useless. You're a pylon. Come here. Let me have a look at you. So that's where I like to. What I like to see is that we have more production than consumption. I'm happy with that. The max consumption's a bit worrying. But I'm not sure why the power keeps dropping out the way it does. So I still need to sort that out. Let's have a look at how everything's going here. You're okay. You're okay. You're not. Okay, I think my pipe network needs looking at, because that's obviously not working. Oh boy. So I think what's happening is it's coming from there and then taking that route. Or not. I don't know. But I really don't understand how fluid works in this. Because that's coming through slightly there. That one's showing that it's, you know, that full, and then all of a sudden it's like you get nothing there and nothing there. Where's it going? What's happening with it? And I'm thinking, if I get rid of all these here, simplify the output from that and that into... How am I going to do that? Hang on. Imagine you're not getting the... Oh dear, dear, dear. Right. Do I need... I think I'm going to need to get more... How are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you've sorted that out nicely. Oh, I think I need to have more refineries just producing fuel, and then feed the byproducts onto the conveyor belts I've currently got, speed them up, because I could turn them to conveyor twos, two twos into a three, and yeah, it still keeps me fairly decent in terms of speed. Shouldn't back up in theory. Oh, good one. Right. So these tanks should be cut off from the network, which they are. That's good. So let's just go boop, 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 boop. Let's not delete parts of the base. Right, okay, because that's just producing for that, which is all I want that to do for now. This is just not working. So get rid of all of that. We will then run a pipe straight from there into there. Something backed up already. Oh my god. This is one of those temporary solutions that just keep getting worse. But if it means it keeps producing, production is good, because that will... it means then that it will keep producing the byproduct. Oh, you're hovering in the sky. What are you powering? So you're pulling power from there, and you're powering everything else. Gotcha. Right. You to there, you to there, you to there, you to there. And did I have a pump? I do have a pump. That look? That is full. Okay. Can I make another one of them? I can. Right. So that would be at the edge of there. I'm just thinking if I want to put a new one of these in here, I can have that spread across 4 and have this pipe come out further. Oh, this is going to nuke all the power. I just know it. Can I make another one? No, I can't. Right, that solved that that problem. You're gonna do the polymer resin. Okay, let's go. That's coming across there. That's coming to there. Oh, that's where all the copper. Okay, okay, so I could get some more of them on the go. That might help. Do you have copper? You do. Awesome. So if I leave that pole in place, yeah, I've got enough to build. But I remove that one, it's going to nuke all the power in the base.
Do it, do it.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Did not want to jump off there. No, that's not what I want. I need it to connect the power line. Oh, getting poisoned, right, okay, noted. Right, and then if I run that to there, does that turn everything back on? No. Okay. Well, this is what I meant about going about and just redoing all the power. So we'll tackle this building first. So I'm going to clear. Everything in that room done. I just need to pull the power in, which can be done via one of them. And that can run down. next floor. And then plug everything in. Everything is actually, if I turn it into that, I can then reduce the number of spider webs lying around by just doing one. They're all 4 in there. Right, so we then run that to there. Don't know if I'm not going to keep that because that's on there. If I suppose if we just do what I did last time, we just have power pole, link you to the power pole, link you to that. So is this not getting power? Oh, of course, because the fuse blew, so everything turns off. That makes sense. That makes sense. Right. That's fine. So if I right, now I can start having a look at getting the rest done, because that will happily churn away, doing what it needs to do. That I could probably run a large power pole out to there. Why is everything else not on? That's better. Say that's better. I've got all this. Right, what the hell is going on here? Why do I have so many spider webs? There's literally a singular outlet that is bouncing from there to there. Right, okay, so you're going to that. Right, so if I take one from there to there, and then one from there to there, that does not need to exist. be kind of happy if the conveyor belt stuff wasn't going through that, but excretion occurs. Alright, doggos, what you got for me? What the hell is that? A cooling system. Keeps advanced parts and buildings from exceeding efficient temperature levels. Ooh. Doggo, you give me concrete, really? What? You two dropped the ball, really? The one's giving me advanced cooling systems, and you guys are giving me concrete. Okay. I came over here to get bloody mortars, and then I got, again, ADHD'd into doing something completely different. Wait a minute, what? Are they connected to that? That literally only that is only connected to our those two, which we don't need. He says, and then realizes that probably need to have that powered on for some silly little reason. But yeah, no fuel, no connection. That's fine. Okay. So here's my plan, and then I can call the stream. Head back, build the other production thing, get the pipes in place, so that it is producing just the fuel and the polymer stuff which is down there. They're not a problem to plumb into the thing, because them conveyors, you can sort of see there's gaps in them. Those gaps will be filled up with the product, so I don't need to worry about speeding up those conveyors. But having more efficient pipe work delivering to the refineries would prove beneficial. So I'm going to need to work on that. Although looking at it, it is a hell of a lot that I need to figure out. Because I'm going to rip up all those storage containers, because they're just not doing anything at the minute. I've then got to wire everything in. This is just going to nuke the power again. Huzzah! Oh, I get the feeling I'm probably going to be redesigning some of this place just to try and have it easier to feed the fuel. More direct. I'm just wondering, do I do it now or do I try later? Because the advantage to doing it off stream is I can not have headphones on and have the volume off, because the noise of those things gets a bit aggravating. But yeah, this pipe work isn't working out, and I'm not 100% sure why, but then I don't like pipes in this. Conveyors are easy. I can tell if a conveyor's working or not because you can just look at it, see it, and it makes sense. Pipes just don't. I need to figure out what we were doing with all these plastics as well. I know Carol said they wanted to do something with it, but I can't remember what. And no, my luck, it's actually just something that we could do over here, but we're producing plenty. If nothing else, I just chuck it into the coupon machine, and hey, get more coupons. Yeah, I think I'll call it here because I know where I am, what I'm doing, and I'm probably just going to get annoyed if I try and work with that noise in the background. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. We'll probably do some off-stream work and catch up again next week. I will hopefully be here again on Friday. Might brave testing out the steering wheel if I don't come up with anything else to do. I might play some Euro Truck, I'm not sure. It depends how the day goes and how I feel at the end. It's just nice new desk, but the legs, they're IKEA legs, and they've got like one bolt going up through them. And we've tightened them as much as we can, but I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but it wobbles. And I'm just worried if I've got a steering wheel and I'm turning, it's going to be wobbling and the camera's going to... So yeah, I want to see what options are and how bad that is. But yeah, it might finish Friday at work and be like, you know what? I'm just going to load up Hitman and kill people or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Friday is a mystery. We shall see what I feel like doing. But yeah, I'll wrap it up here. So a big thank you to everyone who come along. So J Station, J Drive, Saber, thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Banana, for sitting here and listening to me waffle all night. Yeah, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, it's been a pleasure having you. Until next time, toodles.